Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Farhan Nuladha from Group 2 and my friend is Lita Julfia Auladina and Devina Maulida. In this presentation we will to explain about interpreting connotation of words.
Definition of connotation and denotation. Connotation is a word that has a figurative meaning or is not a real word. Connotation is a word that has another meaning behind it or a meaning related to a word. Denotation is a word that has a real meaning and is that we use every day. Denotation is the meaning of a word or a group of words based on straightforward designation of something outside the language or based on certain convention and is objective. Definition of connotation and denotation. Connotation is a word that has a figurative meaning or is not a real word. Connotation is a word that has another meaning behind it or a meaning related to a word. Denotation is a word that has a real meaning and it is that we use every day. Denotation is the meaning of a word or group of words based on a straightforward designation of something outside the language or based on certain convention and is subjective. Characteristic of word meaning denotation. The meaning of the word as it is. The meaning of the word according to the result of observation. The meaning that point directly to the reference or its basic meaning. Example of denotation. My little sister really likes to beat her finger. Finger beating is put finger in mouth and beaten. Chakian has a dairy cow. Dairy cows is cows whose milk is taken. Rena's hand burned when playing with fire. Playing with fire is playing games with fire.
Mood. Mood is the atmosphere or emotional setting created by literary works. Mood is affect the reader physiologically and emotionally. Moods can be created by different literary elements such as setting or physical location, narrator tones, and choice of words. Mood can easily be described as the feeling that a literary work creates, or the feeling that you get when you read the story. The tone. Tone in a literary text is the author's attitude towards a subject. The tone can be determined by the author's use of words and detail. The author can use a negative or positive tone for his work. Example of tone. I'd rather stay here and wait than go into that dark room. From the sentence, you will know that the person is afraid. The second example is the sun is shining bright. Let's go out and play. From the sentence, you will know that the person is happy and excited. There is also an exclamation mark which expresses the tone of enthusiasm. The example of mood. For instance, if a short story features dimly lit hallways with creepy voice echoing, slime dripping off the walls, and a villain running in with a sword, the mood will be scary or threatening, because you as the reader would likely be feeling a little scared. Whether you want to admit it or not, you brave person. The main difference between tone and mood that the tone is the attitude of the writers toward a subject, whereas mood is the atmosphere created by the text.
Certain words most often used by authors in English text. 1. Serious. Through or with this tone, the author only present his writings, presence of you without hidden message or jokes as a refresher, or in other words, it can be said that with this tone, the author only emphasizes fact and information. 2. Solemn, not funny, in earnest, serious. 3. Critical, finding fault, disapproving, scathing, criticizing. 4. cynical, scornful of motives or virtues of others, mocking, sneering. 5. Humorous, amusing, entertaining, playful. 6. Satiric, making fun to show a weakness, ridicule, derisive. 7. Sarcastic, scornful, mocking, ridicule. 8. Ironic, the opposite of what is mean.
Okay, I think enough for our presentation today. And I say thank you for watching our presentation video. And the last thing say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.